Hey y'all. Well, today my niece called me with good news and being frustrated. They live in the Tri Cities area in Eastern Washington, and the good news that she brought to me today, after some frustration, is her oldest, who is 6. Um, he is really wicked, super smart, and he was really struggling at the beginning of kindergarten because he is too smart for class. And I know a lot of people say that their kid is, oh, my kid's too smart for this class. And I'm sure maybe a lot of people are right. But they had him tested because it was turning into such a problem. And it turns out my little nephew, great nephew, can read at a 12th grade comprehension level. And most of the other subjects he's testing like in middle school, like 6th and 7th grade. I am so proud right now. But then comes the frustration of she's on WIC and she lost $300 a month in help for groceries. You know, she's struggling, she's stressing about it, and it's I look at her situation and it's bullshit. Like everybody else that's going to struggle with this. I mean, and $300, I'm sorry, is not a lot. I went shopping today and I bought extra food for the Trinity Lutheran Church here in Everett because I am a dyed-in-the-wool atheist, but Pastor Tim Firetag is a great man. They are a fully affirming church. Everybody deserves equal humanity, so I want to make sure if I'm going to donate anywhere, I'm going to donate to them because I know where they stand. And I know that everybody is welcome. But the $50 I spent today, and pasta sauce, dry goods, things that seem to have protein or as nutritional as possible, lentils, rice, red beans and rice, $50 just wasn't a lot. It's going to really take people in the community that have means to step up and help fund this gap as much as we can. I don't have children. I'm not fucking filthy rich by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty fucking frugal in my life with everything else. So I'm going to help out in my community because I don't want to see any more people begging on the street for shit that already do. It shouldn't have to be this way. It's only this way because they have purposely kept the population uneducated and make people get mad about the word taxes and socialism. You live in a socialism-based society. How do you think rich people get subsidized? With your fucking tax dollars. You know, the ones that were all just stolen after the election? That's socialism for the rich. It's socialism when Walmart has enough money to pay their employees so they don't have to be on any sort of government assistance, but they don't. That's corporate welfare, right? We have to subsidize because a billion-dollar corporation can't pay their employees enough so they can afford to live. That's socialism. And the people that voted for Trump don't seem to understand that. Here's the thing. Tax money being spent is supposed to then be spent on us. We pay taxes, so we should be taken care of. But that's not what happens. But unfortunately, a third plus of this country has had their mind well poisoned with bullshit about taxes. And all Democrats want to do is tax and spend. Yeah, tax and spend on shit like roads, bridges, schools, educators, nurses, doctors, the environment, parks, clean water, clean wastewater, good wastewater systems. Yeah, that's what it needs to go towards. And when you go to states where they get rid of taxes, because it's just so great, go to Mississippi. It's a shithole. Alabama, shithole. There's very few nice places there. But the surrounding is poverty. It's like there's third world country shit that happens in our own country. That's the reality. Y'all have been poisoned. You don't understand how the tax and spend system works and what it's supposed to do, which FDR did before people like Nixon came in and started destroying it, is that the tax and spend is what built our national parks. It is what built this country back after the Great Depression, after the fucking Dust Bowl when they had to go in and replant because the grasslands had been so fucking destroyed by farming in areas that we don't belong. Tax and spend did that. He taxed the fucking rich people. Quit standing up for people who you will never, ever, 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 ever be like. Ever. You're more like me and you're more like your neighbors. You may not like the shit that they do in their personal lives again, but you were sucked in to this situation because of other people's same-sex marriages and abortions. I hope you wise up now that your family is going to go hungry. I'm very fucking sad that mine is now going to struggle. Do better.